Bros Play!
Alrighty, welcome back. We're done with the Los Huertos.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother.
Haven't we already played this game?
We have!
This is crazy, and I am totally discovering it for the first time now. Corn plus Flake?
Yeah, man. It's all about them corn pops.
Is that seriously like the band Corn plus a band called Flake?
I do not believe so.
Wow, I have to find out.
Yeah, we must know. We must know. I don't like losing health before I even get out of the tunnel. It's all about the tunnel.
Have you seen my tunnel?
Hopefully they don't blow me up. Hopefully they don't blow me up.
It's long and straight, and all I'm getting is information on cornflakes.
Yeah, I don't think it's a thing, but you're going to want to see this.
And the K in cornflakes is bringing up a certain company.
All right, so up we go.
Oh, that's one way.
Oh, we lost traction. We'll try again.
And like almost no damage.
Yeah, I told you, if you land on your wheels, it's like a cat. It's all good.
Oh my! That's awesome.
Okay, so let's get out of here and get rid of these. Okay, perfect.
I love that your
Clear the landing zone.
chances are still very high, and you have done no prep work
For what?
for your success of this. You still have an 85% chance, according to them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even though they don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, but they'll find out.
Oh, very good.
Now this used to be, I literally used to do this by climbing the stairs all the way up here. So 4 sets of stairs. You can imagine it takes a lot longer than that cute little backflip I just did.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
My goodness.
Now one thing you didn't see earlier, because I didn't pull it off at the final boss, is the car can't go through certain doors, but if you get out of it, it gets smaller, and then you can drive through those doors. So I'm just gonna leave it here, let it get smaller, and when he opens the door, see? Now it's small enough.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Close those spawn doors.
Oh my god, yes. Close the spawn doors.
We named an episode that because it was something we said, and it ended up getting that video a lot more views.
Yeah, man, that's why I put hiccups in now. 'Cause the hiccups video did
Don't
well.
admit that out loud.
But
Or Susan Suzuki
one thing that kept happening to
coming
me,
to your house.
Susan Wojcicki?
Susan Suzuki.
Susan Wojcicki?
Well, she's not interested
So-
in listening to me, so why am I going to listen to her?
So watch this thing blow up. Those explosions, if you put the car too close to the edge, will actually blow the car up.
Wow.
I did that many times. There you go.
Dude, you've just done the Fast and the Furious 8 version of this game.
Yeah, well, the best is while it's stuck in here, it's trying to level up, but it can't. The room is too small, so it just keeps attempting on a constant basis.
That'd be funny if you just got stuck in here and the elevator doors closed and it went all the way back down to the basement.
Oh, it just took me into, a room I couldn't get out of. This room has actually been a bit of a challenge all along. You can get out of it without... Oh, man.
Part of it's that you're just not lined up.
Yeah, that's, I don't know why that happened.
Drive left.
Yeah, because you
So you
actually
can back
do have
it.
to turn full around if you get caught on a wall, which is kind of annoying.
You need just not...
I'm panicking.
Yeah, exactly. You need to not panic.
There we go.
There we go.
I also need the vehicle to not get caught on absolutely everything. There we go. All right, and now we are going to do one of my favorite parts. We're going to see if we can get an agility orb.
Nice.
Like a Jeep. Boop.
Nice.
There we go.
Your agility is improving, Agent.
All you need is a few more Jeep jumps to get there.
Weren't you saying that one time when we were playing this, holy shit, the frame rate, that you watched a training video at a job you had, and you're certain that it was the same voice actor? And
It was.
And all you could hear was like, great job, Agent.
Well, it was a training module online, and I swear at the end of each one he was gonna say, I I could come and get it, but no. And at the end of each one, I thought he was going to say, when you're ready, press the continue button, agent. I swear it was the same guy. And I did, I don't know, 40 minutes worth of research to try and figure out if it was him. So I'm like looking at the video, trying to figure out what company made it, trying to search up whether the voice actor has done other work.
So
I don't think it was him.
I'm going to make this super convoluted and confusing for people to try to figure out what I'm talking about here. But I have seen, and I won't say who it is, one of the names that comes up when you get into your truck here, one of the artist names, is someone who owns the song that I used for my very first Mitt show that got copyright claimed, and I had to replace it with the Green Orb song.
Really?
And I've seen it in our playthrough here.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't want to say who it is because fuck that.
Yeah, no need.
They copyright claimed what's it called? A cover.
Ooh.
Like I do understand that you have I do recognize that you have legal right, but you're already using someone else's work and you're going to go ahead and say I can't use your work in the same format.
The question is whether you have moral right, in my opinion,
Sure.
right? Like obviously, yeah, they could, but why would they in that situation?
I think that's actually the
Damn it.
the death of personal responsibility has come from overly litigious groups.
Yeah.
I think you know things used to be handshakes and goodwill, and now it's forms and triplicate. And it's because you can't afford to open yourself up to somebody fucking you over, and sometimes that means preemptively fucking them over, leading to this terrible snake pit of fuckboys.
Yeah, actually. Well, you just made such a great point about it. Oh, so normally I go straight. Normally I will go right to the roof and wait for those to blow up. But today I guess I just really wanted to play it dangerous.
You're a dangerous boy.
Damn.
You have to jump up in there?
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
90% chance for victory here.
Ready, Boris?
I would say it's about 100%, but
Oh yeah. Boris doesn't even know what hit him.
nothing's 100%.
Oh, that sounded like it hurt a lot. One of the few times that Igor, sorry.
Oh my, his arms.
His arms.
I'm surprised
He's
that guy
gonna die from tumors next year anyways.
I'm surprised he didn't just lift you off. Just takes one of the wheels right out of there.
Igor.
Look at how sad that APC looks compared to your SUV.
Oh, I know.
That thing is a monster in its own context.
Not in my context. I'm the only monster here.
You're trapped in here with me.
One of the big challenges that comes with trying to go from one boss to the other without resetting is you see the top right-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
That means that I'm currently being like aggressively attacked by hit squads.
Right.
And that's why like driving from place to place is so chaotic because you hit a car and it's like a ramp. You go 40 feet in the air, you start hitting buildings, go off into the water. It's a nightmare.
You know what I'm not thinking about is there were zombies in the second game.
Yeah. They are in this game actually.
Oh.
They're just not as widespread. Oh, I don't think I have enough juice. Yeah, this thing is way too damaged. I don't have enough juice to go up the wall. Come on.
Oh! Oh!
No, it's over. It's over, folks. What you will notice, though, is that these guys... maybe they already did it. Yeah, so these guys will actually pick up and throw those warheads.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Those ones behind them. They'll actually pick them up and hurl them at you, which is great if you can shoot them while they're in their hands.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work, but let's just let these guys have the fun of killing me this time.
It would be really cool if the game didn't freeze when you die. 'Cause
Every time, yeah.
There's so much comedy potential there. Comic potential, I guess is how they would pronounce it.
Yeah, it is very strange, though, that it seems like the point in the game where you would want the most focus on making sure it was smooth, right?
Yeah.
Especially because, like, a lot of the stuff they showed in the, you know that little video they showed to get you hyped up? The one that plays when you don't push anything at the main menu?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of it involved, like, the character getting mangled.
Yeah.
And obviously it was just like they didn't have any issues with those recordings.
Yeah, well, that was probably a different build of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Designed for that.
What it most likely is the transfer between the like your character is probably replaced with a ragdoll. Like
I see.
Like that transition could be the thing that does it.
Because my body usually changes direction when that happens.
Yeah.
So that might actually make sense. Notice I lost half of my vehicle's health because instead of hitting the front, I hit the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's an interesting attention to detail.
sometimes getting to the boss is a real challenge because if you show up with half health, some of these bosses I can only do with an 80% health bar.
I love how you're playing this game like World of Warcraft. Like there's like an end game, and you're talking about like doing different runs, and you know like the problem I always occur in this section of the game when I'm driving my Jeep over building tops.
Well, I may or may not have played this about 15 times in preparation. So yeah, there are runs and builds.
There's like 2 games that I've done that with. Well, yeah, maybe a handful. Jack 2 and 3, Ratchet and Clank, and shit, Rogue Trooper. I think I played Rogue Trooper like 8 times the first time that I rented it in a week. I probably beat it like every day.
I think I probably remember that. Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Rogue Trooper is such a great game, though.
And you know what's
So
really
well
cool
put
though is that the
together.
company who made it is still doing really well.
That is cool.
They're the Sniper Elite series.
You did mention that to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can do this right. So this rooftop, if you look, is ever so slightly bowed upwards. So that is just enough to screw up my jump.
Oh no.
So you see that first jump that failed?
Oh, wow.
It's because the rooftop doesn't work right. This is how many times I've done this shit.
I love it.
Okay, so this guy's on the boat. So we gotta get to the boat.
Wow.
And he's actually up in that command module, so we gotta get up there too.
This reminds me so much of when we were kids and we would play a game and our focus wasn't on beating races or getting high scores. It was getting our ATVs up 3 staircases to the top of a castle with no objective in sight.
To a place where they ought not be, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We were always trying to, like, we would spend, like, hours in Jak 2 just trying to get up onto a building you're not supposed to be on. It's got nothing to do with the game. The game
doesn't win any points.
It doesn't even recognize that you've done it. Like, there's no, like, achievement for getting where you got.
That's such a good point.
So do you have to kill everybody before he comes out?
No, just this guy here and the guy on the other pedestal, they have grenade carriers, or grenade launchers, so it does behoove me to get rid of them.
Behoove?
It would behoove you.
Does it behoove you?
Oh, behoove.
Oh, fuck, you beat me.
I gotcha!
I was totally going to say that one.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go over the edge. Yes.
I hate
The amount of
when
fine control that you have is actually really impressive.
Well, the in-air control is very important.
Huge.
It's one of those little things you don't consider until you try driving in a game that doesn't let you have that in-air control.
Right.
Even like Doom Eternal has a perk that gives you more in-air control. But it's an option between something else, so you might actually play the game quite differently based on getting that.
That is actually a pretty big difference. Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
You just imagine a giant truck comes after you. You manage to get into a tight space, it rams into it, and then it just shrinks down and comes after you anyway.
Yeah, so this is the first time Boris has done this to me, unfortunately.
You may need to just like give him some space.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna go over
Go and
here.
tackle his friends first. Yeah, it looks like he's taking the bait.
Oh no! Boris, why did you do this to me? Well,
Just take the wheel. Just take the wheel.
Boris, take the wheel. Man, I really should have kept the cart. I should have blown it up while it had big wheels. I'll remember that for next time. Is that him? That's him.
Doof.
No! It's the second time I've lost the wheel.
Yeah,
Do I really have to throw it while he's not moving?
It wasn't Batmobile that lost the wheel. It was Derek from Bros.
Ah, disappointment. Man. All right, we'll go after a different one.
What is that? You just referenced a meme without trying.
Disappointment?
Yeah. Oh, it's the original. Maybe not original. Do you remember? Was it Hercules? It might have been in Xena. Like in the 90s.
Well, there's a big difference.
And this dude just looks up into the sky and he's like, disappointing.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
It's really funny.
But I know that as a meme, disappointed. I just don't know where it's from. I've just done it so long that it's just simply become a meme.
I love how memes give life to things that people thought were gone forever. And, things like that where, no one's seen Xena since the 80s or 90s. And then it can just suddenly become this thing where everyone's like, oh, that's where it's from. Like, everybody knows, surprise, motherfucker.
But they may not know the show.
Not a lot of people know where it's from or its context. It's actually much better in its context, but becomes kind of funny once you know that meme and you actually watch it in the original Dexter season.
Well, and the meme really took on a life of its own. Like,
well, the guy who did all of the parodies of it really helped with that.
The original one he did was amazing. Or actually, I guess that was a compilation I've seen. I think he did it over a period of time.
I think they were Vines.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was a bunch of individuals. I've just seen them all together. Mm-hmm. But man, some of them were amazing. Like Supplies.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Like, it's just so clever and simple.
Some fries.
Some fries, motherfucker. Yeah.
The kind of funny thing about the character is that Dokes is like a comic relief character, but he was written to be a very serious character.
Ultra serious.
He's just like, nothing's funny to him. Like, there might be one moment where he smiles in the whole seasons that he's in. Is that Bobby Lee?
Kinda.
It looks like Bobby Lee.
This is what Bobby Lee's heading towards, just so he's not...
Do you know he has a podcast?
I didn't, but I'd heard he was starting it, but I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what it's all called either, but you can probably just search Bobby
Lee podcast, yeah.
Bobby Podcasts.
Get up, girl. Get up.
Oh, it's a woman.
Yeah, it's Olga.
I'm sorry.
It's Bobby Lee. With some big tits. Hey, Bobby, where'd you get those big tits? Holy shit.
Almost bounced those rockets off my tits.
This is not a cooperative environment.
I got 16.67% chance of tits.
You got some double D rockets in them. Whoa.
Oh, they do call them over-the-shoulder boulder holders.
They certainly do. Over the shoulders getting launched like you never knew.
Maybe I'll launch some rockets from your tits.
Never actually taken that jump. That was pretty awesome.
That was wicked. Almost as wicked as my tits.
Yeah, you're really worried about them, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
really
pushing
worried
the joke
about Bobby Lee's tits.
I think I'm pushing the joke too far, but you brought it back for me. That's okay.
That's what it's all about. You got to bring things full circle. It's like you seen that show Himya?
Yeah.
Or Himya?
I don't really know. Bill Burr 1. What do you think, Bill Burr 2?
But you've seen that.
I don't know.
You've seen that show, How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Himya?
Originally called How I Met Your Tits, but they had to.
But they had to put it in. Kind
of dumb it down.
There we go. We got her.
Natalia.
The best and worst thing about her is
her tits.
Yes, amazing tits. First and foremost.
This is definitely crossing the line.
So the reason I was talking about Himya is there's one thing, he starts talking about a chain, and then the chain just keeps going and going and going until it becomes a circle, and he's like, yes, actually, it's a circle. So every time I bring something full circle, I think of that. Where it's like...
I paused on that guy's face.
Yeah. I've actually had a moment where I blew up in midair, and because my character died, it went into slow-mo, and so my Jeep just started sinking slowly through the air like it was some molasses. Yeah, there's a lot of fun ones like that. But this chick, look where she is on the map. You see how we were just there, bottom left-hand corner of the red? Mm-hmm. Her actual place is the very top of the map. They built a whole fortress for her and then didn't put her in it. They just chose to put her in that back alley, and she only shows up on certain times.
Weird.
Yeah, such a stupid decision in my opinion, because she's the only boss that I can't go and find. I have to just wait for her. That's why we've been returning to that random spot in town. Yeah. But I'm glad I got her and Olga. That was pretty sweet.
That's bizarre.
It is, because I don't know, I think it'll actually wait until I've turned the system off and back on, so perhaps the next time we come back at this I can show you. But it's just strange that it shows her in the proper location right now, but then when I close the game and open it, it'll show her where she should have been. So it's really confusing for new players, because they're like, where do I find this final boss? All the maps I see online don't actually show her. Very strange decision.
Bizarre.
Well, it's like you were talking about earlier. You can put all this detail in, but if someone makes a last-minute decision, it changes everything.
Yeah, I was playing this game recently. That's the reason why I was talking about that. I was getting a little upset about it. And it was just perfect. It was a environmental storytelling puzzle game. And it was beautiful. And it tells this really beautiful story with visuals. And then a narrator comes in and never goes away and says every single thing that happens in the whole game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, and then so-and-so looked over on the left, and he noticed that there was a person there, and this person was sad, and this person was in a cage. But how did this person get them out of the cage? They would have to figure out by going right.
Oh my god.
I was just like, oh my, like, this was so perfect for about 5 minutes, and then just such a waste. I don't want to say who it was or what it was, but...
That's really disappointing.
Because the problem is, I'm sure there's many things that qualify for what I just explained. There's probably plenty of games that have these beautiful, incredible visuals and tell these awesome stories, and then someone was like, people are going to get bored without a narrator.
Yeah, and to put a narrator in arbitrarily ruins it, because the purpose of a narrator is to create a tone.
Yeah.
So if you put in a narrator that's informational only, then your tone is information. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really tough. The games just keep coming out that keep treating you like a baby, and it just never stops. It's I don't know if it ever will, because because people are always getting into video games and people are always getting into game development. So those
people are always going to be babies.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, like, when we're talking about treating us like a baby, treating you like a baby if it's like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Resident Evil. Those are games for mature audiences. They shouldn't be telling you how to use the camera. Like, you should be past that point to enjoy this experience. And if you're going to go ahead and try to like consider everyone's experience, then maybe there's like a super baby mode, right? Where like zombies don't try to eat you and stuff. You know?
Super baby mode. I love that. Not
Like,
just
it's
easy.
Yeah.
A one for super babies.
But like I would not have a problem with a Dark Souls easy mode. It's a conversation that happens every time a new hard game comes out, and it's sort of a meme, and some people talk about it just because they like to upset people. But it really wouldn't take away from the experience for me if there was an easy option. I really wouldn't care, because I'm still going to do my own thing. And that's kind of how I play games anyway. Like, if a game's too easy, I turn up the difficulty, or I take something away from myself, or I create extra challenges or whatever. So that's already my experience. A lot of games are easy mode.
Where did he go? Oh my god, he fell through the map.
You didn't get him?
He fell through the map.
Oh. Now you're on fire.
He fell through the map! What the fuck was that?
Maybe he was getting away from my conversation that I have in every playthrough we ever done.
Oh my god. Yeah, I actually have a perspective on this one, but I will tell you next time.
Wow.
We will be back with more of the Volk.
Gonna cut them like that.
Cut deep.